1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
Now, don't you look pretty? Ha! Try not to bleed all over that armor, worm! Mark, report to Morden Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson! Get moving now! Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger! What are you doing still standing here? Get moving, Mark! You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm! Even a filthy mercenary! More mercs playing at war! You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum? Ha! You maggots never know what you're doing! Choose a class and stick with it! If you switch weapon types too much, you'll become a witch! Took you long enough, Worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now get—
Wait! I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children! Let's take them out! These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode! These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Tackler! Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster! Let's switch to mirror mode! These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage! Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Yes! Die and leave me a pint of your blood! Ah! The smell of your kind makes the pain worse! Get out of my...
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amryn. I know that he is much talked about in Drudwyn's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm. I would be interested in finding that out myself. These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it! That'll surprise them! You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Took you long enough, Worm! The temple is through the cave! Get moving, now!
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it. I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just promise that you won't ever let Voldus take it.
Get moving, Worm! You marks are late! Get to the temple now!
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!